Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the Lord of the Rings starter kit. So starter kits are, I guess, starting to become a thing. We're already seeing a Throne of Eldraine starter kit, so I would expect these to be coming back into rotation. So in this particular box, there's a number of different things. These are not a high value product or a really expensive thing, and they're really designed to get people into Magic. So what you get inside of these, because I've already opened one up, is you get a Lord of the Rings starter kit play guide. And these are actually a really good starting guide for anyone who's never played Magic the Gathering before, such as a spouse or a friend, and you want to try and get them into the game. So you also get 2 deck boxes. These are pretty sufficient. Got the One Ring on there and then Frodo. And then with the starter kit, you also get 2 arena code cards, which allow you to unlock the deck, both decks for you and both decks for a friend. So if you don't want to play with physical cards, you can actually play with the digital cards. Now, don't go typing these into Arena because I've already redeemed them. So at the end of this video, I'm actually going to be doing some gameplay with these decks. But before we do that, let's step through these decks and see what we have. So the first deck is called the Fellowship of the Ring. And this particular deck features 1 mythic, 4 rares, and then a bunch of commons, uncommons, and basic lands. So there's 60 cards in total. And so we have Aragorn and Arwen wed as our foil mythic, currently valued around $3.97. And then we have Frodo, Determined Hero, valued at $3.10, followed by Gandalf the White, with valued at $2.32. And then Galadriel Gift Giver, valued at $4.20. And then the most valuable card in this particular deck is going to be the Bilbo's Ring. This is currently valued at $9.52. And then following on from that, we get a bunch of commons and uncommons. I'm just going to kind of cycle through them so you can see them. However, we're not going to talk about them because you'll see many of these cards featured in the Arena gameplay video. So you get, essentially, this is a white and green deck, right? So lots of commons and uncommons. None of these are going to be valued over $1. They're good cards, staples, certainly cards that'll help you learn how to play the game. And then from a land perspective, we are going to see 2 Shire Terraces and 2 Graypelt Refuges. And then you're going to see 11 forests, 11 plains, 2 food tokens, and then basically a helper card just to remind you. So the total market value of all of those cards is $26.77. So in deck number 2, you get Sauron, the Lidless Eye in foil. This is currently valued at $3.91, followed by Gollum, Scheming Guide, which is currently valued at $1.72. The Witch King, Bringer of Ruin, is going to be the most valuable card in this particular deck, valued at $8.77. And then we're going to see the Fires of Mount Doom, valued at $1.09. And then the least valuable rare in the entire box is going to be the Balrog Flame of Udun. This is valued at 38 cents. And then this particular deck comes with a bunch of goblins and orcs. It does feature the amass mechanics, but the Orcish Bowmasters are not in here. So unfortunately, you don't get a $45 card inside of this $20 to $30 starter kit. But it is a red deck and a black deck. So if you've got some red and black and you want to kind of play around and have some Lord of the Ring cards, right, for a very low price, you can pick these up. So you do get 4 Evolving Wilds. Then you get 11 Swamps and 11 Mountains. And then you also get 2 food tokens. These are going to be different food tokens from the other deck. And then we get that same exact reference card. All right, so enough about the physical cards. Let's now step into Arena. I'll show you how to redeem the code. And if you watch all the way through, I will be revealing 2 more Arena code cards. So if you redeem one of the code cards from today's video or any code card for Arena, here's how you do it. You go up to the store. And then over here on the top right-hand corner, you're going to see Redeem Code. And that's where you're just going to, type in your code. After redeeming the code on Arena, you'll see the Fellowship of the Ring deck and the Might of Mordor deck. Now let's go ahead and play the Fellowship of the Ring deck and see how it performs. All right, we're going to go up against Captain Strangelove. Now, full disclosure, I have not altered these decks in any way, so we're just going to play them as they come. I do not anticipate them being extremely strong decks. They were designed to play against each other, not decks out in the open space of Arena. So we can see that we start off with a Dunedain Blade, a second Breakfast, a Wose Pathfinder, and a Bag and Porter plus 3 lands. All happen to be white, so we can't play any of our greens right away. And then we just picked up a Shire Terrace. I don't think we're going to do that yet. We're going to save that in case we need to find ourselves a green. We may just have to do that. Because without a green, I don't think this deck's going to be that valuable. And we just picked up Frodo, Determined Hero. I don't have any equipment on the field, so let's put this out. Wait a turn. We should be able to tap it for any mana, and then we can do Frodo and attach the blade to it. So we'll put that out. Let's put out our Frodo. We'll attach that. We'll just ping our opponent for 1. Okay. We'll put out our Blossoming Sands, gain a life. Not much really I could do there. It's already attached. Alright, let's go ahead and put out the knight. Let's go ahead and attack. Again, this is kind of silly. If he doesn't put anything out, we're going to cast it on the next turn. Alright, we're going to put out the Watchdogs. And I guess we'll go ahead and end the game. Did not expect that to happen. Alright, well, let's play again and see how this deck performs. Alright, next up we got Stin. Alright, seems like a decent opening game. We got some low mana cost, and we got 3 mana, so good enough. Alright, let's just get that out of the way. We got no turn 1 play. No turn 2 either, depending on what we pick up. But we do have Rosie Cotton of South Lane. Just creates a food. That creates a human. Butterbur. Okay, that perpetually brings food. Put those two together. Interesting. Soul Warden getting a little protection. We do get a turn 2 play. Doesn't do us much good. Can't really use it as a blocker. This guy really hates goblins and orcs. No block. I think we're going to put out Rosie. Make ourselves some food. We get a little bit bigger. Now we actually can block. Okay, that's going to be a problem we have to deal with, but we have nothing in our hand to deal with it. This is probably the best we can do. Too bad we've hit a mana wall. Alright, well, Rosie's gonna have to go. There's nothing we can do but get some life. Well, we'll get a little more life there, and because we can do nothing else, we'll get a tiny little bit more. Alright, so we could put out a 4/4, but that would just put a 1/1 on another creature. So I think we're going to have to put this out. It's our only option. And of course, he's going to attack with everything. We're going to block the unicorn. We're going to lose our creature. We'll do that one more time. And then it doesn't matter. It's game over. Yeah, this deck is not adequate to go up against the likes of, you know, a deck with every single card in Magic. I think we just got lucky in the first game. All right, now let's switch things up and play the Might of Mordor deck. All right, we're going to go up against Papa 54. All right, well, we got 3 land. Let's go ahead and keep that. So we got the Easterling Vanguard. So basically when he dies, we get to amass. And then we've got Ulag of the White Hand, or Ugluk. I don't know why I mispronounced that. We're going to put this little guy out. Our Goblin Assailant. Doesn't really do anything. Let's drop that out. Let's do that. Let's get a little extra 1. Just let that one die. Now if we can get him out, then I think we've got something going. Of course we can't. Why would we? We'll just do this again. So I'll just hover over that so you can read the Fires of Mount Doom if you're not familiar with it. And then we didn't even get to the Witch King, Bringer of Ruin. Alright, let's put him out as a blocker so if he dies we can amass. Trebuchet. Well, we finally got 4. That's a good thing. Of course, now our trick of lobbing Trebuchet boulders across and having them die at the end of the turn is going to do us much good. That was going to essentially allow us to pump things up. Let's see, who do we kill? Shieldred or the Obliterator, which will make us cancel? I think we kill the Obliterator. And we'll put out this little guy and do nothing. get rid of the Fell Beast, we're going to keep the Witch King. Drop the Evolving Wilds and go fetch ourselves a swamp. And I don't think we're going to do anything. Kind of need one more mana or something's, you know, not going to be great here. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice the Easterling Vanguard. Alright, then we amass. That's fine. Let's do that. Let's bring this one out. And we won't do anything yet. Of course, he's going to attack us for 7, and there's nothing we can do about it. And then it's probably a good game. Let's go ahead and attack with that. Now he's got to choose between Veto and the Morbid Opportunist. Let's go ahead and sacrifice one of these. Well, that didn't do us a ton of good. Let's go ahead and sacrifice that, because why not? And then he'll just kill that and walk across on the next turn. Or I'll just kill myself. Alright, let's play one more. I didn't do a ton of research on these decks. Don't really know what they're specifically designed for. So we're just kind of playing them against a Strabiz. I like having the Trebuchet, but I got nothing else to attack with it. So we're going to mulligan this one. And I guess we'll keep this. Let's get rid of the Evolving Wilds. Alright, so we'll start off with some swamps, and then we'll transition into mountains. Interesting. So essentially we can do a one-turn steal. Put out our blocker. That's going to allow us to amass. Alright, he's just a 7/7 trample that goes on the bottom of the library. Let me slide that over there so I don't mistakenly put out the swamp. Ooh, alright, well, let's get rid of that and our swamp. And hope for the best. Okay, come on over. He was just kidding around. But now that I know he doesn't want to come in and die, I'll just go forward and see if he wants to die. What's he gonna do? All right. Let's go ahead and amass one more time. And then let's just start attacking with this. I don't think he's gonna block. Wow, okay, so he's just gonna throw away his death touch. he set up for the orcs coming across? Let's find out. All right, we'll just put out this little guy and walk across, apparently. No action. All right, so we got the High Captain. All right, let's do this. And let's see if he wants to sacrifice that one. He's putting everything in his graveyard. Maybe there's a trick up his sleeve. And here we go. All right, well, we're out of cards. So far, the second round is doing a little bit better. Maybe we can pull out a win. Okay, he wants a card draw. I don't think we need to draw a card yet. Let's just attack with our goblins. Yeah, or our orcs, I guess I should say. All right, fantastic. Death Touch works. Back to the Beast Whisperer. Fantastic card, by the way. You know what? Let's take the top card. Let's see what we get. Nice. We got a flyer. And we're going to put it out there. Get ourselves some more orcs here. And let's just walk across with that one. So technically, I probably should have attacked with Gothmog. He probably would not have blocked for the death. And then he would have been down the 2 life. Yep, draw a card. That's silly. Alright, put you out. Let's just see what happens. I mean, I can already tell you what's going to happen. Exactly right. And he just quit. All right, well, 2 games for each deck. 1 win, 1 loss. Not so bad. I mean, free decks. Or decks that came with physical cards, you know, that's fine too. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Until next time, do something amazing. Get early access to videos, download the analysis for every box open on the channel, and personally DM me, just like these fine people. All by becoming a member of the channel through YouTube or over at mtgboxanalysis.com. You'll find links in the description. Until next time, do something amazing.